Greetings, Internet viewers. It's your old pal Oxleymations here again with another video presentation. If it wasn't evidenced by the title right down here, I'm doing another food review today. And for this particular food, we're going to be taking a look at an offering from Nestle. And I don't mean candy, because Nestle does not just make candy. They also do bottled water, and they also make certain things like Hot Pockets. So we've got the Ranch Lovers Buffalo-style chicken Hot Pockets, made with Hidden Valley Ranch, the original ranch, according to their little tagline over here. So for these, I kind of tried something a little different because I didn't want to put these through the microwave, and they don't have oven instructions. So, the crafty little goofball that I can be sometimes, I noticed that they have air fryer instructions right over here. So, what I did was, I set the oven as close to the temperature that it requires for these, and I put them in the oven. And we'll see just about exactly how well that came out. So, for the air fryer instructions, I had to unwrap them and place them on the bottom of, well, not on an air fryer, put them on a cookie sheet with foil in the oven and cook for the allotted time. I'm reading you the instructions here with my added commentary. And then carefully remove them from the oven, let cool and enjoy. For the two sandwiches, because apparently that's a sandwich, and if that's a sandwich, then sure as hell a hot dog would be considered a sandwich, right? Let me know in the comments section just how right or wrong I am on that front. But anyway, the two sandwiches at 360 degrees. If you were using an air fryer, I'm using my standard oven, so I put them in for 350 because it would be really hard to get it to 360. And I put them in for 13 minutes, as it says to do right here. And well, they seem like they came out all right. They're nice and crispy on the top. And they were nice and warm when I brought them out. So the only thing that we'll really have to see is whether they actually cooked through all the way using my method. Now, before we actually get into trying the silly things, being the YouTuber that I am, we have to go over the Datos de Nutrition, also known as the nutrition facts. Let's see, there are about 4 servings per container, and each serving is just one of these things because it's a 4-pack. Double check myself that that's actually what it says. Serving size is 1 sandwich, or 120 grams. And the amount of calories per your 1 sandwich or 120 gram serving are 270. Let's see, it's got 20 milligrams of cholesterol. Sorry, sodium is directly below it, but that is 535 milligrams of sodium, so that makes up 23% of this whole thing. 4 grams of sugar, which includes 2 grams of added sugars. It's got 9 grams of protein. Let's see, does it contain any other silly things in it? Let's see. Not a nutrient-rich food. The daily value tells you how much a nutrient in a serving of food contributes to a daily diet of 2,000 calories per day. Bleh. Okay, I'm not seeing anything silly, and by silly I'm talking about like Red 40. Oh wait, the ingredients are on this side. Let's see, Red 40. Is there any Red 40 in this? Because, the Tabasco sauce, that might not actually be Tabasco. It could just be stuff posing as it. Buffalo-style sauce. Here we go. Distilled vinegar, aged cayenne peppers, salt, water, modified cornstarch, canola oil, paprika, garlic powder, natural flavor. Then we've got the cream cheese that's in this. Okay, there's no Red 40 in this. Good. And I won't just be trying these Hot Pockets. I'm also going to be trying this weird flavor of Funyuns, of all things, that I found at the store along with these. Because, normally it's just Funyuns, which is an onion-flavored ring of fried dough of some kind. I think it's made of corn. But now there's Funyuns with sour cream and Funyun flavoring. So I just thought that was an interesting choice that they made. But we'll focus on that after we try these. By the way, I'm not sponsored in any way, shape, or form presently. So here we go. Nice and hard and crispy, out of the oven. They've had enough time to cool, so they should be cool enough to actually bite into without scalding the hell out of my mouth. So I'm going to do that very thing. Here's to you, folks. Nice and warm on the inside. Nice crispy exterior. So these can be made in the oven. In which case, folks, if you choose to follow my footsteps and do that sort of thing, 350 degrees in a standard oven for about 13 minutes. Your time may vary depending on your oven, how powerful your oven is. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of the buffalo flavoring. Not that it's actually made with buffalo, for those of you out there who are silly like that. There's a style of sauce, a style of preparing chicken that originated in Buffalo, New York. And that's why it's called buffalo, like buffalo wings. It's just chicken. But the more I'm eating it, I'm kind of getting hints of the Hidden Valley. It's just kind of being overpowered by the buffalo sauce. Overall, I gotta say that is not bad. It's one of the better Hot Pockets I've had in a while, and it's been a while since I've had a Hot Pocket. One thing, though, I forgot to grab myself a drink. Just give me 1 second. Be right back. Okay, I have returned. All right. Sorry, I got some of the Hot Pocket stuff stuck in my teeth. Okay. So the Hot Pockets were pretty good. Now let's try the sour cream and Funyun flavored Funyuns. Oh, wait, I forgot the datos de nutrition, which are as follows. There are about 2 servings per container, and each serving is about 13 pieces or 28 grams. And the amount of calories per your 13-piece, 28-gram serving are 130. Or if you eat the whole package of these, instead of being 260, for some reason, eating an entire package of these brings it to 270 calories. Which does not make a whole lot of sense to me. Like if it were, say, 135 calories for, just 13 pieces, 28 grams, that would make sense. Because 135 times 2 is 270. 130 times 2 is 260. So I think they're just covering their bases, making sure they've got a little extra caloric content covered in that. But yeah. See anything else funny about this? Does this happen to have red 40 in it? Does not appear so. But it does have 150 milligrams of sodium in your 13-piece serving, or if you eat the whole bag, 290 milligrams of salt. All right, but there's no cholesterol, so that's good. without further delay, I'm going to crack this thing open. Mind your ears, headphone-wearing viewers. All right, there's what they look like. And I can already smell the sour cream aroma, which is not bad. It almost smells like chip dip. Almost. So I'd say it passes the sniff test. Here's what they look like. They got little flecks of what's supposed to be the sour, or not sour cream, the onion in the sour cream and onion on the Funyun. Sorry, just wrapping even my tongue can't work with these words. Trying to wrap my head around sour cream and onion Funyuns. Anyway. That's pretty good. Let me get a second one. Just because, since I still have a little bit of that Dr. Pepper in my mouth, that's what I was drinking, by the way, and might have a little bit of the Ranch Lovers Hot Pocket flavoring swirling around in there. It might have made the first one taste a bit better than they actually do. So having a second one just to be sure. The flavor reminds me of something. Obviously sour cream and onion, but something distinct. My mind is telling me that it almost tastes like those Cool Ranch 3D Doritos 3Ds, but I'm sure that's wrong. Maybe sour cream and onion bugles? Regardless, it tastes pretty good. If you're a fan of sour cream and onion, that is. So in the end, do I recommend either of these? I would say yes. I recommend both of them. And so you know, it's not just the Ranch Lovers Buffalo Style Chicken. There's apparently also the Bacon Lovers Ranch Lovers Pepperoni. You know, Hot Pockets. And those are apparently the only two varieties that they have presently. At least that's what's advertised on the box here. So if you don't want the spicy variety, you can get the pepperoni variety, I guess. So I do recommend these if you're like a big fan of ranch. And I do recommend these if you're a fan of sour cream and onion, and if you're a fan of Funyuns, obviously. So with that said, I want to say a big thank you to each and every single one of you out there watching presently. I do truly and greatly appreciate it. If you like what you've seen here today, you know what to do. Like, comment, and share my content if you'd like. If you're not sure about sharing it with certain people, just, I don't know, use your best guess. Use your best discretion. But with all of that out of the way, this is your old pal Oxleymations saying, viewers beware, and subscribe if you dare. That was a good one. Later.